Home sales have dropped once again, but that doesn't tell you the whole story. If you're looking at what's happening here with Utah real estate, you have to look at the whole picture and figure out what's happening with sales, what's happening with prices, what's happening with days on market, and what's happening to homes overall. We've got a lot of information here to cover today. I'm going to break it all down for you. We're going to look at single family homes. We're going to look at townhomes, condos, new construction, and the entire market as a whole. So if you want information on what's happening here with Utah real estate market, make sure to watch this video all the way through to the end. What's up, you guys? My name is Cody Steck, your favorite Utah realtor. Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're doing a market update on what's happening with Utah real estate. So let's go ahead and jump in right here into my screen. We're just going to get right after it and talk a little bit about this. So you can see here, if we zoom in just a little bit, let's go ahead and do this. There we go. So for the month of July, we've now finished out the month of July. You can see that this number right here, 2,900, is the number of home sales that we had during this month. Volume is down pretty substantially, down to $1.7 billion worth of real estate that was sold. The median original list price was $500,000 and the sales price was $490,000. So this means that on average, homes are selling for roughly 2% below what they're actually listed for. Now, this is across all home types in all areas. I haven't put any search criteria on this. So this is going to include condos, townhomes, single family homes, even mobile homes, as well as your $10 million estates. This includes everything across the board. So homes are selling for a little bit less than what they're listed for, which is down from what we saw in June, where we saw substantially higher home sales as well as a higher median original listing price. And sales price. If we compare back to last year, this time we had 3,305 home sales. So sales are down about another 10% year over year, and prices are down as well. We saw 507,000 was the average price for last year at this time, and this year we're sitting at 490. So it'll be interesting to see what happens going into the future months. September and October we were at 490 as well, and then we started to slowly dip going into January. I do expect that we'll probably see something very similar to this over the next couple of months, but we will have to wait and see. August and September, I expect will probably be around 490, maybe slightly lower. And then going into the winter months, I do expect it to drop even a little bit further. So if you're looking for a home out there, you might be wondering, hey, is now the time to buy? Is now not the time to buy? And the thing that I tell everybody when they reach out to me is it just totally depends on your individual situation. You might be in a position where it makes the most sense for you and your financial bottom line to actually pull the trigger on something and purchase now, or it might make sense to wait 3, 4, 5, 6 months. It just depends on your own individual situation. Yes, I do think that prices will come down in the next couple months, at least 1 to 2%. We'll have to wait and see, but you're also going to have limited inventory to actually choose from. We've already seen inventory levels at all-time lows, and we're still seeing that inventory get crushed. We're still seeing inventory levels at very low amounts, and we're still starting to see that inventory get crushed. You either see a lot of listings out there that are way overpriced and are just not worth what people are asking for them, or you get homes that are actually priced right, that are actually selling at a very quick pace and getting multiple offers in this market. We're going to talk a little bit about what I'm seeing personally in this market, but let's continue on with this data set here. So days on market hasn't really adjusted. 24 days on market versus 21 the month prior. Still pretty low, right? If we go back and compare to last year, December, January, February, 6 months ago, let's say, days on market was significantly higher, about double what it is here today. With that said, let's jump in and take a look at single family homes only. Okay, so I pulled up single family home listings, and I actually wanted to narrow it down even a little bit further. We're only looking at Salt Lake, Utah, Davis, and Weber counties. These are going to be the 4 main counties that make up the Wasatch Front here, and this is going to give us a better sense of what's actually happening in the metro market. For most of the people that reach out to me here on this channel, they're looking in one of these 4 counties. Now, I should say that if you are in the position where you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, please reach out to me, call, text, or email anytime. I absolutely love hearing from you guys and cannot wait to hear from you who's looking to move to the area, or maybe already live in the area and you want to, you're looking to buy or sell real estate here today. I love hearing from you guys, so please reach out to me. So taking a look at this data, you can see that for the month of July 2023, we had 1,549 single family home sales for these 4 counties. The sales price was down actually even more, right? So we saw a $589,000 median list price versus a $570,000 sales price, which represents a roughly 3% reduction off of the asking price for your average home. Days on market about the same at 23. Now, it's interesting to see this because as you go up in price, you do expect to see more negotiation happening and bringing that price down further. So this one sitting here at 97% is actually quite interesting. I do expect that as you go up in price, you will see 4, 5, 6% off of the asking price, And as you go into the lower amounts, you're going to see homes that are selling for at the asking price or potentially even above the asking price in today's market. I just had a home the other day. We made an offer on it. It was a townhome listed at roughly $315. They ended up getting 7 offers on this home, and it's going to sell for probably $325 to $330. Unfortunately, we did not get that home, but with 7 offers on one townhome, you can see that there's still a lot of demand out there in the market. There's still a lot of people who are waiting on the sidelines, waiting to jump in. They want to purchase, and they're just waiting for the opportunity, right? Whether that's their own individual situation, maybe it's interest rates, or maybe it's just looking for the right place and just being in the right place at the right time for them and their family. So there's still a lot of demand, and I think that as soon as we start to see more inventory come onto the market, or we start to see interest rates or prices fall, we're going to see a lot of demand enter the market, and then that's actually going to counteract what we're seeing with those things, right? If we see interest rates come down, you could see a lot of people jump into the market, and that could actually push prices higher from where they are today. We saw that over the last couple of months. Interest rates did have a brief spell of dropping in April and May this year, and lo and behold, we saw prices actually climb, right? We went from 545 for this data set all the way up to 575 in June. So we can actually see prices increase. This is going to be due to seasonality, but it can also be based on some of these other factors as well. Now, real quick, I do want to talk about the luxury market because we do a lot of business in that area. But before we do that, I want to take a look at twin homes, condos, and townhomes and see what's going on there. So for the month of July, we saw 606 home sales that fit this criteria. Again, this is in Salt Lake, Utah, Weber, and Davis County, the 4 main counties here on the Wasatch Front. And you can see the median list price was $404,900 with a sales price on a median basis at $395, and this is roughly 2% off the asking price. So prices are coming down. We are starting to see them slow down just a little bit. Sales are down also, and things are just kind of slowing down in the market across the board, which is actually a really healthy thing. It's a really good thing. We've seen so much crazy mayhem over the last few months or even the last few years that it's actually really nice to see that things are slowing down just a little bit, and there's opportunities out there. You know, if you're a seller, you can still sell your home, you can still get a decent price for it. Over the last couple of months, prices have not adjusted all that much, right? Since April, we were at $399, now we're at $395. Not a huge adjustment on a median basis. And then if you're a buyer, you know, this is where the opportunity comes in. Like I just said a couple minutes ago, there are opportunities out there where you can go out there and purchase a home at a great discount based on, you know, just what you're looking for. You can find that stuff out there. It just depends on who you're working with, what areas you're looking in. There's a lot of factors that go into it, but I do know that there are opportunities out there for you if you're willing to look hard enough for them, right? So let's jump over here and take a look at the luxury market. Okay, so we've got this information pulled up here now. I've opened this up to the entire MLS system because this is going to include homes that are in Wasatch and Summit counties, which is where Park City is, and this is going to give us a better representation of what's happening at these price points. For the month of July, we saw 130 home sales, and these are for all homes over $1 million. So this could be a single family home, a condo, a townhome, doesn't really matter, but homes that sold for over $1 million, this is what we're looking at. So the median list price was $1.45 million, but look at the sales price right here, $1.359 million on average, which gives us a 94% sales price to list price ratio. This is pretty substantial. We saw this drop significantly. It was at a pretty low amount here at 88% back in January, started to climb up 89, then 96. So if you were buying in January or February, you were getting a great deal. March, April, May, you still got a pretty decent deal, but we're starting to see that again here. We're starting to see this dip off, and I do think that we'll probably continue to see this as sellers are still sitting on the market. And as we continue to see homes sit on the market for longer at these higher interest rates, I do expect that we'll start to see buyers get a little bit more they'll start to negotiate a little bit harder on these types of properties. So 94% actually pretty good. It is good to see that opportunity. I actually am personally a fan of this because I love the negotiation game. I love going out there and negotiating a great offer for my clients. And, you know, it's part of the game, and it's part of what makes this real estate world so unique. So with all that being said, guys, I've covered a lot of information here in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to reach out to me, call, text, or email anytime. I absolutely love it when you guys reach out, and cannot wait to hear from you who's looking at moving to the area, or possibly you already live here and you want to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.